Hello everyone, this is Pash from Soul Therapy by Pash and I'm back with my reading today. So as you could see, the spread, this is my Mermaid Tarot deck and this is a very special deck of mine which I usually use for understanding what sort of lessons in love, in life, in general, your person or you are learning on this journey of love or on this journey of life, whatever way you want to take it. So this is a Mermaid Tarot deck which I ordered for tarot readings. But when I started readings from this deck, I felt that this deck is very deeper in their meanings because we have a booklet with this deck which shows us the deeper meanings of the cards. So we'll be doing this read today to understand more on the 5D side of the connections and the 5D side of the life. What lessons the life is teaching us at this point of time? What lessons life is teaching your person at this point of time? Or what sort of lessons you are learning at this point of time on a collective basis? So if you are on this read and you are listening to this read, then there is definitely a message for you. I always say that in this read. So do listen to these lessons because these lessons are very important lessons of life. And we all grow through these lessons at some point of time. So if you are in a love connection, take it as your person's energy or take it as your energy. Or if you are listening for yourself in general, then these can be the lessons that you are learning in your life or you need to learn in your life, right? So this is the lessons of journey of life and love, both. So I'll take it like that, okay? So let's clear up the energies. I have flipped the cards already because I just went through the guidebook initially to get the deeper meanings so that I should give you as much as the clear meaning of the cards as I can, right? So let's clear up the energies. Divine Spirit Guide and Angels, please guide us through this reading for my viewers with the spiritual lessons of life that they are learning in their life journey or in their love journey. Take a deep breath. Release and focus on what you want to know. Let's clear up the energies. Let's start. So before that, I would like to address one question. I got an email from someone, I don't know from where, which part of the world, but I got an email regarding the stages of twin flame because I always say in my readings, if you have any questions, if you have any queries about twin flame connections, so you can ask me. So I've got an email about this. So I would like to say I have already responded to that email, but it's for all other viewers of mine that if you really want to understand the stages of twin flame, so you can just put up in comments. I will try to create a new video and on the stages of twin flame especially. But if you go to my past videos, I think around 2 years back, I created the videos on twin flame, soulmates and karmic connections. What is the difference? What are the stages? What is it all about? So if you want to learn more about it, you can go back to my videos. I think 2 years back, you'll find twin flame versus soulmate versus karmic connection video, which is in part 1 and part 2, which you can go to and listen to. So that will give you a clarity or guidance about twin flame connections more, right? So let's start without any delay. Very interesting reading today because I got the cards. So in general, it's a very transformational read today. So what I'll say is that a lot going on, lot of shifts, lot of changes everybody is going through. Whosoever is listening, especially lot of if you're listening for your person, then your person is going through a lot of lessons in life. But I would say the foundations are changing, the changes are happening, the shifts are happening. So if your person is not communicating with you at this point of time, then understand that they are going through a huge transformation. Or if it's you, then you are going through a huge transformation at this point of time, or will be going through this transformation in very near future. So the first card we got in this reading is Eight of Swords. If you see, this mermaid is tied up with a lot of ropes and a lot of swords around. So this is the most vulnerable position of a mermaid, because this mermaid is out of water. So this mermaid is exposed to human torture, is exposed to wild animals, is exposed to all the weathers and climates outside on the seashore, right? So this is the most vulnerable state of a mermaid. So mermaid is feeling helpless at this point of time. So this card basically suggests that your person is feeling helpless at this point of time. They are feeling that they are tied up, they are vulnerable to a lot of insecurities, a lot of fears. They are feeling like they cannot do much about it, they can't do anything about it, and they are feeling helpless basically. They are underestimating their potential at this point of time. But actually, if you see at this card, this mermaid is not helpless. The lesson that they are learning from this card is suggests that in the life or in this love connection, they are learning to understand that life circumstances sometimes makes you feel vulnerable, makes you feel helpless, makes you feel that you cannot do anything about it. But that's not the truth. The truth is you have to look out for a way to move beyond your fears and insecurities, be it in a love connection or in general life, right? So most of us who are listening to this reading right now, or who are coming across this reading right now, I'm sure you might be going through some sort of fears, insecurities, or your person might be going through some fears and insecurities where they feel that they are tied up, they are surrounded by a lot of insecurity, surrounded by a lot of vulnerability. They feel that they are exposed to a lot of things if they accept their love to you, or if they confess their love to you. And they're also feeling that they are helpless. They cannot do much about it because their 3D circumstances are not supporting it. But that's not true. They have to look around. They have to look around to see that there might be some option to untie themselves from these limiting beliefs and come out of it. So this is a lesson that they are learning at this point, or you are learning at this point. Take it the way it resonates to you. Basically, if you see, okay, let me show you something. If you see, the hands of the mermaid are at the back side, they are not tied up. So the mermaid can open herself up and come out and go in the water. But right now she's feeling helpless, she's feeling tied, she's feeling limited by the circumstances of 3D, right? So the lesson your person is learning is to come out of this limiting beliefs, to come out of this vulnerability state, to come out of this, I'm not getting the word. The state of feeling helpless, the state of feeling that I cannot do anything, to find out the potential or to find out some options around them which can help them to sail through. So these are limiting belief and limiting thoughts. So lesson they are learning is to come out of it. Next card is Temperance. Temperance in general tarot deck is all about patience. But in this deck, if you could see, this angel or mermaid, whatever, because it's a mermaid deck, so we'll say mermaid, is creating some special potion. A lot of fiery thing, right? What this potion tells us is about, because there is solar eclipse happening, if you see in back of this card. So on this solar eclipse, this mermaid is creating something, a special potion she's creating, right? Which need patience, which need time. We never know when this potion will be ready and what sort of mixture it requires and all those stuff. So this card suggests strongly that divine is creating something very special for you. Divine is creating something which takes time, but at the end of the day, when you get this potion ready with a correct mixture, you will be really grateful for whatever you have got. So the suggestion here is, the lesson here is that a person needs to have patience, because divine is creating something good for them, something which they deserve, something which is the mixture of the perfect opportunities or perfect timelines or whatever. So that's why they need to have patience, because The lesson they are learning is that patience will give you the perfect balance or the mixture of the potion which is absolutely perfect for the person who is taking it, right? So coming out of the limiting beliefs is one of the lessons that your person is learning or you are learning. And the second is the patience, because divine is creating something for you which takes time and which is very special. And what I feel is, especially when this solar eclipse and lunar eclipse is happening, around that time you will find that you need to have more patience because something special is being created for you or for your person. Now coming to the next card is Nine of Pentacles, which is a wishing well card. If you could see, there is a wishing well lady here in the well, and wishing well is I'll give you a brief about wishing well, that we all know what is wishing well, and we go and we throw coins and we make a wish, we close our eyes and we then turn back to the wishing well and keep on walking from wishing well and believing that wishing well will fulfill all our wishes, right? So what I will say is that until now, you have been behaving, or your person have been behaving like a wishing well. You were busy in fulfilling other people's wishes, other people's desire, understanding that what people want from you and behaving the way they want you to behave, something like that. So you were behaving like a wishing well. You were accepting everybody's wishes and you were spending your life or trying to spend your life in fulfilling the desires of others or fulfilling the desires of wishes of others, right? But now this card here shows that you are learning the lesson that wishing well also doesn't fulfill everyone's desire. It's not necessary that if you have thrown a coin in the wishing well with a wish, your wishes will be fulfilled. Not everyone's wishes will be fulfilled. So wishing well will select whose wishes needs to be fulfilled, whose wishes no. And rest of the coins remains collected in the wishing well. Similarly, this card is telling you that at this point of time, your person is learning a lesson, or you are learning a lesson of not, I'll not say bothering, but yes, you are collecting the wishes of your family members, your friends, people who you love, what they desire, what they want from you, but you're not fulfilling them all. You are understanding that you have your own limitations, you have to set up your own boundaries, and you have to be clear about which desires you can fulfill, which you cannot. So this is about raising your boundaries high. So your person is learning to raising your boundaries high, and you are also learning to raising your boundaries high. Next card is Ten of Cups. So what I say is, especially to those who feel that Ten of Cups is a very beautiful, loving, family kind of a vibe, if you see this card here. So this card shows that there's family, friends, a lot of fruits, a lot of abundance, a lot of fishes, which are a sign of abundance, of course. Very happy, jolly kind of an atmosphere, loving atmosphere. So basically, Ten of Cups shows that you are learning a lesson, or your person is learning a lesson to find happiness in the mundane activities. Sometimes we feel that the mundane activities that we are doing, be it cooking, be it driving, be it doing our daily works or office work or something like that, or grocery buying or something like that, we feel that's a mundane task and it's not giving that happiness to us. But this card suggests that you are learning a lesson, or your person is learning a lesson, that you have to seek happiness in the mundane task only sometimes. Most of the times, I'll say. Because that's what the life journey is all about. That's what the life flow is all about. You keep on changing, you keep on evolving, you keep on growing, and you have to find the happiness in the present moment. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, be it you are buying the grocery, be it you are driving, be it you are sitting with your friends or something like that. So basically, you or your person is also learning this lesson of a kind of a gratitude, or to be present in the moment and be happy in the present moment, which is a very big lesson, which a lot of people need to learn in this time, in 3D. Next card is Page of Swords, which shows this mermaid is touching this sharp sword, and because this sharp sword is something new to this page, because page is a very fresh or immature energy, childish energy, this mermaid doesn't know that this shiny object, which is shining in the sunshine, is a very sharp object and can cause, it's dangerous and it can cause a lot of damage or hurt to her, right? What does this mean is that there are a lot of times when we get attracted to shiny objects. Nothing wrong in that. But you and your person are learning lessons that being childish and being immature about the opportunities that are coming to you, which are shiny in nature, and not looking at the other side of the coin and not understanding that this is not only shiny, it can cause danger to you or can cause a hurt to you, also is important. So basically, if we talk about your person until now, what I feel is, let's talk about your person in a way that it's resonating with your person. What I feel until now is, we'll move to the next cards again. What I feel until now is that your person is definitely learning a lesson of coming out of the limiting beliefs, be it their cultural beliefs or family beliefs or beliefs related to marriage or commitment or something like that. They're coming out of these limiting beliefs. They are learning a lesson to explore the options that they have and look for the solutions and not only being fuzzy about the problems that they have in their life. Oh, I cannot do it. Oh, I cannot do this because of this. Oh, I cannot express my love because you are married, they are married, or something like that, whatever it is. Next card shows that your person is also learning a lesson of patience. That not every time they demand or they expect anything, it will happen like this. They are learning the lesson of patience, that divine is creating something special for them. So they have to be very patient about it. Right? Third card shows the lesson of the boundaries, which most of us need to learn. So your person is also learning the lesson of boundaries. Maybe in the past, your person has been manipulated by their family, manipulated by their karmic connections, manipulated by their friends, and they thought that the priority is to fulfill the desires of others, fulfill the demands of others, and others' desires are the responsibility of your person. But now your person is learning to have boundaries. Now your person is learning that not every wish of everyone has to be fulfilled. It has to be decided by your person that which wishes can be fulfilled and which wishes cannot be fulfilled, because they have to have strong boundaries and they have to focus on their own inner self work also, right? Moving to 10 of Cups, maybe your person is a kind of person who has always grumbled around the mundane task. Oh, I don't want marriage. I don't want commitment. I don't want to go grocery shopping. I don't want this normal married life, which I'm just giving an example. So maybe they were not happy with the commitment because they have seen the people around them with commitment not happy. So your person is learning the lesson that this is life. This is life. You have to get into these mundane things and mundane relationships and the regular things that you are supposed to do, because this is the journey of life. And that's how you grow. You learn lessons, you evolve. So even if you're going to grocery shopping with your wife, or even if you're going grocery shopping with your husband, or if you're going for picking up your children from school or dropping your children from school, which everybody is doing, it's Monday. Yes, of course, sometimes you feel bored of it. You definitely need a break, but this is also the flow of life. You can't reject it. So they are learning this lesson, that it has its own beauty in a way. Next card is Page of Swords, which shows that your person is also learning that it's not, they're learning to come out of this immaturity, the page energy, which shows that they are always attracted to shiny things, maybe the outer beauty or something like that, and they never focus on the inner beauty. They never focus on that, yes, there is outside beauty, but what if it can cause harm to them in some way? So now your person is learning that there is other side of the coin also. Right? Next, we move to healing. So I took a pause and I just brief you back so that you can relate it to your person, how we are moving forward in this reading. Healing. If you see this mermaid, you cannot understand. There are a lot of foxes, rabbits, snow animals surrounding this card. And if you see, you cannot see that this mermaid is either sleeping or she's dead. So your person really needs to take break, relax, rejuvenate, work on themselves, take a break, go to retreat, go to offload themselves basically. Because your person is learning very heavy lessons in life. So they really need this healing. Or they might be going through this healing at this point of time, where they are learning that it's okay to say no. It's okay to not fulfill desires of others, and it's okay to focus on themselves, focus on their own healing, resting, relaxing. I'm not talking about short breaks. I'm not talking about taking a day off from the office. I'm talking about deeper healing. I'm talking about spending time with yourself, going to a beach holiday, going to a solo trip, and exploring yourself more, which leads to deeper healing. So this is your person now learning, or they are going to learn in upcoming future. I'll say in next 2 to 3 weeks. And I feel that they are learning this right now. And if it's you, then you are learning this lesson that you need to take a break, you need to take an off from your regular mundane things, and just mundane things are the part of life. That's what I say. 10 of Cups is a part of life. Family, love, abundance is a part of life. But it's okay to take a break and go on a solo trip also. Right? Because this is all life journeys part. So you have to focus on yourself also. That's also very important. Next card is 6 of Cups. Now this is also a very big lesson which we all need to learn. 6 of Cups in general tarot card, it's more about coming back of your person from the past, or it's a soulmate card. But here I feel that, as you could see, these mermaids are playing with a lot of cups. They don't know these are cups because they are very young right now. So they are just playing with it. Everybody is using this cup in a different way, if you see. I don't know whether you're able to see it or not. Some kids are using it as a hat. Some kids are just listening through it. Some kids are just cheering it up. And some kids are just flowing the water like this, right? So everybody is using the cup in the way they feel playful about it, or they feel happy about it. This shows that these mermaids are very young. They are yet to understand the meaning of the cup and how it is to be used. It is used to be drink. It's used. The use of the cup is to drink something, right? But they have not understood it yet, because the world has not taught them or conditioned them that way. That this is the cup, you are supposed to use it for drinking and not playing like this, right? That's why everybody is using it the way they want it to. So this card also shows that your person or you needs to learn a lesson, that they have to shed off the old self, the old conditioning, whatever they have been taught, that they have to get married to the same caste, or they have to go with this kind of typical girl or boy, or they are supposed to be non-committal, or they are supposed to be being a masculine, they are supposed to be unemotional, or they have to pretend that they have no emotions, and they have to be egotistical about things, and they have to show money to gain the respect or self-respect, or be proudful about things, and all these kind of conditionings, which are toxic conditionings, which we get from people around us right from the starting of our childhood. So this card shows that your person needs to shed off all those old conditionings, because they are moving towards a new life, a new way of living, a new perspective of thinking. So this is very, very important lesson which we all need to learn. And if it is you, then you are learning a lesson, or you need to learn a lesson where you need to leave your old self behind, your conditionings behind, your old thinkings and old patterns are behind, that how this cup has to be used. You have to innovate like a child yourself, how you want to use this cup. As if you don't know this is a cup, and you just want to explore it the way you want. So this is very, very beautiful. Moving to the next card is Ace of Pentacles, which shows treasure under the water. This treasure shows that you are definitely going to get, or your person is going to have a new beginning with you, or they're going to offer a new beginning to you, or you are going to have a new beginning in your life in general. But as you could see, this treasure is deep in the sea, right? It's an opportunity for you, but don't be attracted by the shininess of the gold. You have to definitely work hard for this. So once this beginning happens in your life, once this new beginning happens in your life, or even if this person offers a new beginning in your life, they need to work on it. It's a treasure for them, or it's a treasure for you. So you have to keep this treasure safe. You have to keep this, you have to put your efforts into this. You cannot just take it as an opportunity and then just forget it. No, you have to keep on working on it. So this opportunity is bringing you a big responsibility of maintaining it. Similarly, like you get a treasure. For example, if you get a lottery or a treasure and you get a lot of money, then you can spend it in one day, in 1 hour, in 1 minute. So it's your responsibility how you work on that, how you manage things, how you manage your finances. So this is the same thing. That if you're getting this opportunity, or this person is getting another new opportunity with you, or they're offering a new beginning with you, then they have to put in efforts and you have to put in efforts into this connection. But this new beginning is coming. That's what I'll say. Because we have next card as Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, if you see, this wheel at some point of time was a ship wheel and it used to give direction to the ship. They used to move the ship with the help of this wheel. But now this wheel is lying low deep in the sea because the ship is broken and the shipwreck is down at the bottom of the sea and it's of no use. So this Wheel of Fortune shows that if today you are useful to a lot of people, maybe tomorrow you are at the bottom and nobody wants you or needs you and you'll feel low about it. So this is the circle of life. So you're not supposed to feel low about it. Today, if you have anything, tomorrow you'll lose that. So nothing is permanent. That's what this card shows. Nothing is permanent. Everything keeps on changing. So today if you're here, tomorrow you might be here. Today if you're here, you might be there tomorrow. So this is all the cycle of life, circle of life, lessons of life. So Wheel of Fortune tells you that in the past, this Wheel of Fortune, this wheel had a lot of importance because it was giving direction to a huge, big ship. But now today, it's of no use. It's a shipwreck, lying without any use. So it's okay. It's fine because it's a cycle of life. But again, you have to be very clear that change, transformation, destruction, hitting the rock bottom in the life or in love connections is very, very okay because everyone has to go through this at some point of time. Right? And what I'll say is that, okay, let me discuss the next card first. So we have a volcano here. This is a tower which is falling down because a volcano has happened. Volcano means destruction. And why the destruction happens? Because either the foundations were not strong, or it can be strong for foundations of relationship, foundations of life, or anything. So the tower comes, the volcano comes, the earthquake comes and it destructs everything. And then you start from the fresh with a stronger foundation. So it's a very, very beautiful card which shows that there is a creation only after destruction. Always remember this. There is a creation only after destruction. So if you won't destruct the old, new creations are not possible. So you have to destruct the old false foundation, then only you can create new foundations in your life, be it of relationships or be it in any sphere of your life. I also feel one thing which I would like to say. With this Four of Swords card, I also feel one more thing. Your person is going through an ego death. This is a very transformational card also because Four of Swords also shows healing. It also shows transformation. It also shows death of the past patterns. And why I feel, because there is a lot of snowy energy, a lot of cold energy. So what I feel is that your person was very cold, emotionless. But now this person is going through an ego death. They are transforming. And that's why we have a lot of cups energy after that. 6 of Cups, then we have 10 of Cups, which shows that your person is getting more and more emotional. They are healing on their emotional aspects of things. So if we look at this card, it's beautifully transformational sculptured cards, which shows that we all have to go through these lessons. These are very important lessons of life. And there is creation after destruction only. So if destruction is happening in your life, in any sphere of your life, be rest assured that this destruction will bring a more stronger foundation for creation. Right? I always say that. Don't be afraid of change. That's what is shown in the cards here. That change is a part of life, flow of life. That's completely okay. Today, if you are here, tomorrow you can be here. Or if today you are here, don't worry, you will be here again. So it's a cycle of life. So you are not supposed to be worried about it. Then, if you have got a treasure of a new beginning or a new opportunity, then make sure that you put in efforts. It's not only that you have got it, so you'll just sit with it. You have to work on it, of course. Then, lessons of creating boundaries, lesson of finding happiness in the present and the mundane task, understanding that there is always two sides of the coin. So if something is shiny, it can be hurtful to you also. So be very careful about that. Don't be immature. Then surrendering or coming out of the limiting beliefs and those, what do you say, the helpless kind of a, what do you say, not gaining sympathy. What I'll say is, I was not getting that word since the starting of the reading. Victim, yes. So come out of this victim mentality that you cannot do anything. And then temperance, which is teaching a sign, it's teaching a lesson of patience, of course, that you have to be patient because divine is creating something beautiful for you. Taking breaks, taking rest time periods, spending time solo with yourself to explore yourself more, and ego death, which happens at some point of time in everyone's life. And Six of Cups, which shows that if there is any past conditioning, you have to leave it behind because you're moving towards something new. New beginning is here next to Six of Cups, which shows that you are moving to a new lifestyle, a new chapter in your life, a new way of living. So you have to let go of the old conditioning, let go of the old thinking patterns, what is what and how it is to be used. You have to create your own. You have to create your own. You have to be creative about things. That's what I'll say. More creative about things and explore happiness in something new and put your efforts into that. And don't be worried about things that how it will happen or not, because Wheel of Fortune is there, which shows that definitely if you have faced some issues in the past, you're going to come out of it, right? And if some destruction is happening in your life at this point of time, something is shaking up, be it your job, be it your career, be it your love relationship, then just make sure and understand that this destruction is happening for the creation in your life. And especially if you're talking about in terms of love and your person, I would say that your person is learning a lot of big lessons in life and they are going to bring a new beginning to you, definitely. And they have learned a lot of lessons and they are destructing all the false foundations or connections in their life. And they want to build a very strong connection with you, which leads to happiness in the mundane, 10 of Cups, and a lot of stability so that they can keep this opportunity safe like a treasure. So I hope you like this reading. I hope I was able to convey the messages from these beautiful Mermaid Tarot deck cards. And that's the purpose of my life. That's the purpose of my readings. That's my soul mission and soul purpose, to bring out these lessons of life so that if something related to this is happening to you, you can understand how to sail through that, right? So just live in the present. I always say that. And keep loving yourself, keep healing yourself, and yeah, stay positive. Always think positive, manifest and visualize. You will definitely get it at one point of time, and have patience about things. Not every destruction is bad. Destructions happens for the creation, because the destruction happens, then the creation happens. So I hope you like this reading. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment on my YouTube channel, Soul Therapy by Pash. I always say to comment so that I can sense your energies which you put in your comments, and you claim this reading if you like it, if it's resonated with you. And don't forget to follow me on Soul Therapy by Pash on Facebook and Instagram. And you can book readings with me on my website, soultherapybypash.com, or you can go to my Linktree link in bio on Facebook and Instagram, where you can find my link and book the readings with me, online, offline, wherever you are globally. And one more reminder again, if you want to know more about Twin Flames, I can attach the link of my old readings into this video for your reference, so that you can just go below in my description box and you'll find the links of the old readings of mine. If you need more information, please do put it in comments. I will just create a new video. I'll try to schedule myself for this new video, okay? So take care, love and light, keep rising, keep growing, keep elevating and keep healing, and keep smiling and keep living in present.